It's Gregory, back with another informative episode of Boy Meets Beauty, and today I am covering something that a lot of you have asked about. It's a new trend in professional and at-home skincare, and it is microneedling, also called derma rolling. You guys have probably seen this crazy little device. It looks like a little ancient torture device. Bam! What this is, it's a tiny roller with little titanium pins on it that actually go and penetrate the skin. Now, what this is often called is collagen induction therapy, and it's used to treat scars, wrinkling, and to get a maximum benefit of your skincare products. This is inspired by a professional treatment called Fraxel laser, a medical treatment. And what Fraxel does is it creates these little micro perforations in the skin, actually like tiny wounds. And it then causes the skin to go in repair mode and regenerate and fix all of that damage around the skin. So microneedling or derma rolling works on a very similar concept, that these tiny pins are going to go penetrate and create these micro wounds in the skin and cause mild trauma, then triggering the skin to go into repair mode and regenerate, stimulate all those cells, and kind of stimulate all the collagen and repair activity in the skin. Also, what it does is creates little micro channels for a better penetration of your product. So your product gets deeper into the skin because you're creating an opening for it. Now, let me give you some real-time love here. This is a 0.75 millimeter device. Retail ones are typically 0.25 to 0.55. To get real anti-scar benefit and to get real anti-wrinkle benefit, you need a professional one, which is 0.75 up to 1.5 millimeters. I don't recommend that you start going around and playing around with this, because as you get longer with the needles, you can actually cause bleeding on the skin. If you're too rough and if you don't know what you're doing, you can actually cause bad trauma to the skin, and that's not good. You want to keep this to the retail levels of like 0.25 to 0.50 in the length of the needles, because that's what's going to be safest for you to use at home. That's not going to get the full effect for helping to reduce scars and wrinkles, but it will indeed help to increase the activity of the products that you're putting on. And you'll get a better effect from those, especially if you're using a lightening product for hyperpigmentation. Now, I know you've all asked for a scarring and hyperpigmentation video, and that is coming up, I promise, but I wanted to do this video first so that when I reference microneedling, y'all know what I was talking about. So I'm gonna show you how to do this really quickly, and you always wanna make sure it's really clean. So I'm spraying it with some alcohol. Now the thing is that this is a professional size, but I actually can't do this in California. Anything that penetrates the skin, like a needle or anything like this, is prohibited in the state of California by estheticians. So this is the one that I use at home for my personal use. So clean, dry skin. You can do a light serum beforehand. You want to make sure it dries first. I do the hyaluronic serum from Puramed. It's really, really gentle on the skin, so I have a little bit of that on. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna apply really light pressure. This is not like heavy duty. I'm gonna do really light pressure. I'm gonna roll up and down, and then I'm gonna go back and forth about 4 times in each direction. And then I'm gonna do diagonal this way and diagonal that way. Now, it's not the most comfortable feeling, I'll be honest. So the shorter, needles will feel a little bit more comfortable, but as they get up there professional, it definitely hurts a little bit. And the longer ones can actually, like I said, make you bleed. So that's why don't go trying to buy the professional ones and do it at home. So, there's smaller ones too for up here at the eye. And again, back and forth, not a lot of pressure, very gentle. And this is creating those little micro channels and wounds in the skin to go into repair mode. It actually feels really interesting. Like, it's doing something because you feel it. So now that I've done this, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna put my peptide serum on. Now, I always, like I said, recommend testing a serum first. Micro roll a little area and then do a little bit of your serum first to make sure you're not gonna have a reaction, because sometimes like the vitamin C serums can be really, really active, or they can be an ingredient that now that you're opening up and creating that penetration may irritate you, and it didn't before. So always just do a little test area of that. So I've tested this one and I've used it, and I know that this is a really nice, gentle serum, chock full of peptides, and that's gonna do some nice work for me and go in deeper than it usually would, so it'll have a better effect on my fine lines. And you're gonna wanna do the same thing. Now, you're not gonna wanna do this after a home peel, and you're not gonna wanna do a home peel after it. You can do it about 2 days a week and buffer it with 2 days between minimum, and including any other types of treatments that you would do, home peel, masks, cookie, things like that, etc. Now, you don't want to do this over active acne. You don't want to do it over, let's say, psoriasis, eczema, or any other dermatitis. And you also don't want to do microneedling in case you're pregnant or nursing, because you don't want to cause any trauma on the skin, because you need all that energy and cells and fuel for the baby. So definitely keep this less is more. Don't overdo it on your skin. Keep it to the retail sizes. And if you want to get a maximum benefit for anti-scar treatment and anti-wrinkle treatment, go and try a professional treatment and see what you think. You will need a few of them, but you can maintain at home with your home roller, and you'll get all that maximum increased benefit from your serums with that roller use too. So you're going to see a great benefit from that. Now, if you have any questions, leave them below. I would love to help you out in answering any of those. And of course, I'll put a couple suggestions for microneedling kits down there so you guys can click through too. But have you guys tried this? Let me know. Give me a shout out. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you actually gone the full-fledged Monty and done the actual Fraxel for the collagen induction therapy? Let me know. This is a buzz thing in skincare, and I thought you'd all want to know about it. So I'll be talking more about it on social media. Check me out at GregorsLA on Instagram and Twitter. I will see you there. And of course, check me out next week for another fabulous video. You guys are awesome. Love you all, and keep it beautiful.